Hey YouTube, wanted to come on and do my YouTube story since so many people have done theirs. My husband uploaded his, and I'm like, this is something kind of cool about why we started on YouTube. So I started on YouTube because I have a really unique life. Like my life, I have a story that nobody else has. Like I got on YouTube so I could start sharing my story. Many of you all know that are subscribed to me, and my mom left when I was 1. My dad was incarcerated 19 years, raised by my grandmother, and she was very cruel and mean to me. And then I lived with my aunt, and she was equally mean to me, but she eventually gave her life to the Lord, and she passed away. Gosh, it's been almost 3 years, I think. Her husband murdered her. So I decided I wanted to get on YouTube to tell that story. I didn't necessarily want to tell the story of just like my aunt or my mom or my grandma or just me. But I wanted to do like a 10-part series. I was having like a mastermind with a friend, and she's like, do a 10-part series on YouTube and tell people your story. And when I tell people my full story of my life, they're like, oh my God, you need to be on Oprah. And I'm like, why? I'm just like most people, except that, you know what? Like most people give up because their lives are pure hell. I decided, my life, that I would never, ever, ever give up. I mean, I don't care how bad my life has been. I don't care how bad things have gotten. I never will give up. And the other thing is I don't give up on people either. So that was my first reason. Then I founded a nonprofit for single parents. I thought, because my story kind of coincides with that, I'd be sharing it on YouTube. So I got, in the beginning, this corny video. Like my mouth is moving, and the video, they don't even match, so it was really funny. So I got on YouTube to tell the story, talk about my nonprofit, that's what it's called. Actually, my nonprofit is SPARKWISDOM, so a lot of people thought I chose that name, but it's part of my business name. It's now become my personal name, and my business is Spark Inc. Single Parent Assistance Resource and Knowledge Network is the nonprofit. The other reason I got on and got more interested in YouTube was because at the time, my husband and I were only friends, and he created this video called The Love Experience, June 30th, 2009. And it was the first one. When I watched it, I was like, wow. He's talking about me, but nobody knew. Actually, for the first 6 videos, you don't know he's even talking about me. It was like he and I. If you go back and look, I comment on his page. It was really cool. So he had these really way cool edits, and I wanted to learn how to edit. He uses a Mac, I use a PC, so I thought, I really want to learn how to do this, and I wanted to surprise him. And the other thing is I wanted to be interested in what he was interested in. I really believe that a lot of times in relationships we kind of drift apart because your spouse might be interested in football and you show no interest in football. I think that you should show some interest in whatever it is that your spouse is interested in, and vice versa. So I got one through Camtasia, was like, I'm gonna make it edit. So I did, I surprised him with the video. But then I learned just enough to be dangerous, and I started making more videos and more edits. I have how-to, I have how to make your own lotions. I did a cooking video, which was really good. You should check it out. Then the camera I had, I was cooking like Food Network, and I put the camera at the top, and it fell into the food, and that stuff had to get into the fun. But that's why I started YouTube, and I wanted to share my life story, which I'm still in the process of sharing more and more, get more comfortable. And I wanted to show more interest in what my husband was doing, D4-47, through the Love Experience. So I actually enjoy YouTubing now. It's been, I think, I'm just at 1 year, and I have 600 subscribers. Thank you to everyone that watched the videos, that comment. One of the things I try to do is I attempt to comment and reply back because it's important. I never thought I'd be living in a home that I built from the ground up. When I was in an abusive relationship and my ex would leave the house and take the telephone, and just was overall just a bad guy because of what he saw in his life, and people were bad to him. I don't even blame him anymore. But you know what? I have a husband that loves and adores me. I mean, my husband loves me. I told him, I said, dude, it's like written all over your face. I love him too. I do. He's my best friend. So that's my story. YouTube. Awesome 5 years. I'm so glad you're here. I mean, before really meeting D447, I don't know that I could have known what YouTube was. I didn't know what subscribing meant. I didn't know what subscribers was. You know, I watch all the people I'm subscribed to. I comment, I rate, I reply. You know, all of you that do YouTube, you rock. And don't let people deter you. If you want to get on here and share your story, do it. You can have trolls your whole life, haters, whatever you want to call them. So what? You know, that's their problem. And let their problem be their problem, okay? Thanks for watching. Rate, comment, and I appreciate you. And D447, thank you, baby. I love you.